I'm Bernie Sanders. I'm running for president. And I'm asking you today to be part of an unprecedented grassroots campaign of 1 million active volunteers in every state in our country.
I volunteer.
I volunteer.
We have a volunteer.
Our campaign is not only about defeating Donald Trump, the most dangerous president in modern American history. It is not only about winning the Democratic nomination and the general election. Our campaign is about transforming our country and creating a government based on the principles of economic, social, racial, and environmental justice.
I can do this all day.
Our campaign is about taking on the powerful special interests that dominate our economic and political life.
If I see a situation pointed south, I can't ignore it.
I'm talking about Wall Street, the health insurance companies, the drug companies, the fossil fuel industry, the military-industrial complex.
I don't like bullies.
Our campaign is about redoubling our efforts to end racism, sexism, homophobia, religious bigotry, and all forms of discrimination.
The line must be drawn here. This far, no farther.
Our campaign is about creating a vibrant democracy. Our campaign is about creating a government and economy that works for the many, not just the few.
What made to you so special?
Nothing. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn.
Bernie in Brooklyn.
Sounds good.
This is. Do you recognize this place, Brooklyn College?
Well, of course I do. I grew up in Brooklyn.
We are the wealthiest nation in the history of the world. We should not have a grotesque level of wealth inequality in which 3 billionaires now own more wealth than the bottom half of the country.
Am I right, Cole?
We should not have an economy in which tens of millions of workers earn starvation wages.
Yes!
The powerful special interests in this country have unbelievable power, and they want to maintain the status quo.
Illuminati.
The only way we will win this election and create a government and an economy that works for all is with a grassroots movement, the likes of which has never been seen in American history. They may have the money and the power. We have the people. That is why we need 1 million Americans who will commit themselves to this campaign.
That's me. Me also.
You know as well as I do that we are living in a pivotal and dangerous moment in American history. We are running against a president who is a pathological liar, a fraud, a racist, a sexist, a xenophobe, and someone who is undermining American democracy as he leads us in an authoritarian direction.
This isn't freedom. This is fear.
I am running for president because now more than ever, we need leadership that brings us together, not divides us up.
Is that the last donut with red, white, and blue sprinkles? What did I tell you would happen if you ate the last donut with red, white, and blue sprinkles?
A little foggy on it, but I think it was something like raining down hellfire.
Women and men, black, white, Latino, Native American, Asian American, gay and straight, young and old, native born and immigrant. Now is the time for us to stand together. I'm running for president because we need leadership that will fight for working families and the shrinking middle class, not just the 1%. We need to raise the minimum wage to a living wage. I'm running for president because we need to understand that artificial intelligence and robotics must benefit the needs of workers, not just corporate America and those who own that technology. I'm running for president because a great nation is judged not by how many billionaires and nuclear weapons it has, but by how it treats the most vulnerable, the elderly, the children, our veterans, the sick, and the poor.
For as long as I can remember, I just wanted to do what was right.
We need a president who understands that climate change is real, is an existential threat to our country and the entire planet.
In the last 2 decades, we've experienced 14 of the hottest 15 years on record. By 2050, drought and chronic water shortages could impact 1 billion people.
And that we can generate massive job creation by transforming our energy system away from fossil fuel and into energy efficiency and sustainable energy.
Germany generates 27% of its electricity from renewables, with a goal of 80% by 2050. Denmark has shown it can produce more wind energy than it can use. And England is building the world's biggest offshore wind farm. A new public building in Mexico City has an exterior that breaks down air pollutants, erasing the effects of 1,000 cars each day. Paris installed street tiles that harvest energy from foot traffic.
I'm running for president because the time is long overdue for the United States to join every other major country on earth and guarantee health care to all people as a right, not a privilege. I'm running for president because we need to have the best educated workforce in the world. It is totally counterproductive for our future that millions of Americans are carrying outrageous levels of student debt, while many others cannot afford the high cost of higher education. That is why we need to make public colleges and universities tuition-free and lower student debt. I'm running for president because we need to end the demonization of undocumented immigrants in this country.
Hell, it's about time.
I'm running for president because we must end the epidemic of gun violence in this country. I am running for president because we need a foreign policy which focuses on democracy, human rights, diplomacy, and world peace.
Piper Bernie Sanders for the middle class. What a GOP wants to put our interests last. He's gonna give it to you raw, no hesitation. With the right ideas to lead this great nation. When it comes to politics, Bernie's breaking rules. No attack gets on the competition needed. He's running on the facts, and it's something that we needed. Feel the burn, make them feel the burn. All the way to the White House, feel the burn. Feel the burn, make them feel the burn. Till the haters on the right, they can feel the burn.
The United States must lead the world in improving international cooperation in the fight against climate change, militarism, authoritarianism, and global wealth inequality. That is why we need 1 million people to join our campaign and help lead the movement.
We must fight back! I have a message for President
Trump.
You can torture us and burn our districts to the ground. Fire is catching. And if we burn, you burn with us.
We were told that all of these concepts were ideas that the American people would never accept. Well, 3 years have come and gone. And as a result of millions of Americans standing up and fighting back, all of these policies and more are now supported by a majority of Americans.
Do you want me to get naked and start the revolution?
Together, you and I and our 2016 campaign began the political revolution.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
Now it is time to complete that revolution and implement the vision that we fought for. So here is my question for you. Will you stand with me as part of a 1 million-person grassroots movement?
Hell yes.
Which can not only win the Democratic nomination, not only win the general election, but most importantly, help transform this country so that finally we have a government that works for all of us and not just the few. Together, we can create a nation that leads the world in the struggle for peace and for economic racial, social, and environmental justice. And together we can defeat Donald Trump and repair the damage he has done to our country. Brothers and sisters, if we stand together, there is no limit to what we can accomplish. I hope you'll join me.
He was my father and my mother, my brother, my friend. He was you.